So what are you doing there, Justin?
I am taking this off this so we can salvage that piece of wood for making this bed.
Right. And there's this little piece of wood at the end. Are you planning to do something with that too?
I'm not sure what I'm gonna use it for.
But try and salvage it anyway.
Yeah. Over there, we'll have to cut that bit off.
Yes, that was Daddy, wasn't it?
Yep.
Well,
And it was
to be
my
fair,
idea that stopped it from being wrecked
yeah, very good.
completely.
Flip that pry bar on its side and you'll get better leverage that way. Yep. Because now you're pulling along the length of it.
I think I'll just use the hammer. Oh God! Seriously?
Kick it. Yep. There you go. Very good. Okay, so take it back from that for a minute. So what is it you're trying to achieve here?
So, what I'm trying to do is to take off all this cross braces stuff and use it for other stuff, and to replace this, I'm going to use this like that. So I'm gonna put it on where this was. So there's something for, so that just as the end thing for this, because this is too tall, and plus we can use it for other stuff.
So what's the problem with this one being too tall?
It will go like that. The mattress will be like that, because we're using planks instead of that mesh now.
Right, so it's too tall compared to the slats.
Yeah.
Slats, not planks. Yep. Okay. And there's another benefit to taking this off as well. What's
we
that?
can use it.
Use it for what?
For the feet.
Right. And it's nice to have this nice hardwood and for the feet, and it's nice to have this matching wood matching the sides of the bed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
You know what we're going to use for the head won't match it.
Right. So tell me about that. What are we going to use for the head?
Some laminated flooring that's quite dark, the closest we could find to this.
Right.
That was here, because we don't want to buy a whole box that's got like more than we need in it and is like $40.
Right. So what have we managed to find?
We managed to find some relatively dark wood.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really this colour though, but it's the darkest we could find.
Right. And where was that from? Left over from?
From Nana's kitchen.
Right. And so what do you need to ask Nana to see if she's okay with that?
And I need to ask her if I can take three of them. And
Well, 2.5.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because you did the maths, didn't you?
Yeah.
What was the maths on that?
Well, not really 2.5, 2 3/4 actually.
I thought you'd have 900 left
2
over.
1/4.
2.25, yeah. Sounds more like it. And how many has she got available?
7.
Right. So you can ask if you can borrow or take 2.25 out of 7 of them.
And we had a lot of trouble with the foot, because if there's the bracket, so there's going to be the bracket there.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be the bracket, that, and we're also going to like cut them at right angles and put
Yeah.
and put another piece along, because since we have a ton of this stuff.
Yep. Can you explain that a bit more clearly? Put what along?
Put another bit of this along, and put it along here.
We're talking about the end of the bed, not the head of the bed, aren't we?
Yeah, and so we have to already go up to here, and then we cut our handle. So it'll be like this high, but the mattress will just come up against here, so it's not got the same problem as that. And then for the bed head, we're not sure how we're going to put it on.
Hang on, still talking about the end. You skipped over quite a few details quite quickly. So why can't we just stick feet on? 1 foot here, 1 foot there, done. What's wrong with that?
Because it will look terrible.
Why?
Because it'll be sticking out quite far, and you don't want that sticking out at the end of your bed with like that on there, since it's really hard to finish this, the end grain.
Right, okay. Yep, the end grain is much harder to finish up, I agree. So you don't want to just have a foot here and a foot here, because they'd be sticking out with nothing trimming them across the ends.
Yeah.
Right, so you're going to have one piece of wood going from between foot to foot across the top to help cap that off as the bed end. And then how is that bed end going to join the foot to hide the end grain?
It's going to be they're both going to be cut at right angles, so...
Right angles?
No, like, at 45 degrees.
Right.
So it'll be like, fit together like that.
Right.
And then we're not sure how we're going to fit on the head, because we're going to use some cedar L channel.
Right. What are we using the cedar L channel for?
To trim the laminate flooring.
What does trim mean? Because trim kind of can mean cutting too.
Like, put an edge around it.
Why do we need an edge around it?
Because the laminate flooring edge, it hasn't got any finish on it. And it would also just fall apart without it.
Right, it's not very strong, and when you cut the laminate flooring, the edge is not a nice wood. It's just a kind of a cardboardy wood.
Yeah.
Right.
So
we haven't
figured out how this is gonna go on it.
So now we're pretending this is the head of the bed. You're planning to have how many planks?
Well, 3 tall.
So 1, 2, 3 planks along the head, and then you're planning to cover up the edges with this L profile of some cedar wood that we happen to have already. But then the problem is when the L channel comes along and down here, the problem is down at the bottom here, isn't it? Where that L channel meets the leg.